my goodness. Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. It's time to do this. Are we ready for our annual preliminary persimmon seed reading to see what winter's going to bring? Let's find out. So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Pater with you today. This is going to be a quick and easy video. Hopefully we will get some good readings today. Listen, here's what we're going to do. Every single year, I do a persimmon seed reading forecast for you. Now, I always get, we're nosy Rosie. We're nosy Rosie. I like to do one around, around this time when the persimmons are, they're full in terms of size, but they haven't exactly turned. You will find in some of them, the seeds, you can still start to read. So this is for fun. So some of you like to wait a little bit later in the season to get the quote accurate reading. I have found that my preliminary readings, if you can get several persimmons cracked open pretty good, the reading is the same. The seed is already shaped out. So what we're going to do is we're going to see what we can find. Now here's the deal. We have several different persimmon trees on our property, and I found a new one in the woods. And some of the persimmons, look, that sort of, I got it the other day, so they're shriveling up a little bit. But they were already, some of them were turning, and the ones on the ground obviously were already ripening up a little bit. So I thought, well, let's read it as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to crack some seeds from two different persimmon seeds on opposite ends of the property. They're going to be the same most likely. We could get a mix, we could get one particular thing. Now, for those of you that are like, what is she talking about? Because we always get new faces. This is one of those folklore moments, okay? Old wives' tale, okay? So you're going to have three potentials. So when we get the seed out and we crack it open, you're going to see the innards of it, the little innard seed of it, the actual piece itself. And it typically shapes into three potentials, okay? A fork, a knife, or a spoon. What do those mean? So what you're going to see inside the actual persimmon seed when we get it open, if you see a fork, that means you are estimated or guesstimated to have a cool, mild, wet winter, okay? You may have a little bit of a mix, but it's not supposed to be too heavy. Now, if you have a knife, if it's more of a knife shape, that is supposed to be high winds, very cold and a very windy winter. Now, the thing that everybody wants to know, if you have, is if there's going to be a spoon. The spoon actually represents a shovel, which means you're supposed to have a lot of heavy, wet, snow, cold winter. It's basically telling you, hey, you better make sure your wood pile's stacked up. You better have those blankets washed. And baby, where's that toboggan? Because winter's on the way. So let's see what we have today. Some of these may be easier to open than others, like I said, because it is the preliminary. So we do this twice. So we do this now for fun to kind of go, ooh, what do we see now? And then once we get a little bit later into fall, when the persimmons are, the fruit itself is a little bit riper, which doesn't really change much of anything. It's just the seeds, the exterior, it's easier to crack, in my case, that I've always found. But typically when you're about to make persimmon jam or jelly, right, which usually is somewhere at the end of October or into November, if you can get to the persimmon seeds during frost time. And of course, you have to beat the deer. Okie dokie, artichoke. So these are not completely ripe. As you can see, my tree up there by the barn is where I got these, and it is full. I mean, it is just socked full of persimmons. All the trees are full. These actually came down out of the wooded area near my chicken coops. And I found another, I was walking and cleaning up and picking up things, and I saw something on the ground, and I went, lo, I cannot believe it. I have another persimmon tree. So we have two different persimmon trees, and this is what the actual little, it almost looks like a little nut inside. So this is what we're going to crack. This was from one that I actually already threw away because these are spent. But this was the seed, one of the seeds inside, as you can see. And so we're going to see what shapes we find. Let's wish each other luck. Okay. Let's see if I can get you balanced here on cast iron. Is that going to work? Are you there? Oh. Now let's see if I can use a green tomato to hold you up. Totally professional. Cast iron and I've got green tomatoes here because we got a canned green tomatoes. Hey, it works. Okay, so what I'm going to do, take off my ring. And I'm just going to, you're going to see this is like yucky mushy, see? Ooh, plop. And inside we have these little seeds. And I'm just going to take them out, okay? See right there? So we're just going to take them out. But we're going to read the inside of the seeds. Let's see if so we've got that one. Here's another one right here. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to try to get several different seeds if we can. Some of these will work, some of them won't. So they're a little bit picky. Now we also have the really ripe ones. The really green ones. We make. Oh, wait. Hang on now. Hang on there, green tomato. Let me move back here. So this may work, this may not. We never know. So I'm going to cut this and see if I can get this started on the inside. See, you're going to see the green ones. I want you to see this. See, okay, these are starting to firm up. So even though the fruit is still green and these are not dark yet, because what you're going to find is when it's really ready to go, these start to look like little almonds. Like this right here, see? But if you can crack them just right, you can still see the actual shape of the inside. So it's sort of a play-by-ear thing. So we have several things to work with here. Let's just see what we get. Okay, so we'll start with this one first. And I know some people will use an X-Acto knife. You've seen me talk about this in past videos. I have multiple videos over the years, every year for this, for like the past 5 or 6 years. Okay, it cracked really nice. You hear it? Oh, that was a good one. Okay, hang on. Let's do another one. I like to get a couple, just so you can consistently see. Oh, so these ones that have turned, they're not behaving as well. I think they've sat too long. The seed, you know what I'm saying? You've got to, you can just end up tearing them plumb up. Oh, come on. Did you hear it? That's perfect. It's like... Okay, so I can put my professional tripod and camera holder down. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Now, like I said before, this is the preliminary reading, so it could change. I seriously doubt that it will. They never do in my case, but we will check them again in a good maybe 6 to 7 weeks, closer to the end of October, when they are a little bit, the fruit itself is riper. That's just a good way for us to back check ourselves and to make sure we're not crazy. But I hope you've got those long johns ready, baby. Are you ready for this? Okay, so these right here were the ones that were a little bit riper because they fell. I believe that one is a spoon, the best that I can make out from it. And then you can see right here that the ones from the more developed large pieces of persimmons, you're getting all spoons. Now, some people will say that looks like a spork. It's actually a spoon. Forks are much more distinguished with the prongs than that. So sometimes they actually look like little full shovels, like the spoon you can see there. And then sometimes you'll get them to where they just slightly separate. And I just say that persimmon came from Taco Bell because it's a spork. But it's really a spoon. So what you have here is, I'm not sure, too soft to tell. I think that one is a spoon. And then I think all 4 of these are spoons as well. So this is what you're looking like for your end of August, 1st of September preliminary reading, okay? So what you have is, you see these right here? what's going to happen is the outside is just going to harden up and it's going to darken, okay? It's actually going to be that size, and they're going to look more like that. These are bigger and more developed. So that's the only difference that you're going to find in about 6 to 8 weeks. So if you're asking Patira what she is finding so far in the preliminary reading, it's all spoons. Better get that winter coat out. All right, guys, we will conclude the video. We will keep you posted. We'll do this again like we do every year. We'll see if it changes. What are you seeing in the area? What are you seeing around your place? I will tell you that we've seen 2 woolly worms, both solid black. The walnuts are already falling. I'm hearing a lot of reports from you guys. Some of you have already seen, these as well, and you're seeing spoons and a lot of different signs of a very cold, snowy, or wet winter for you. So we're going to find out sooner or later. Y'all get ready for winter. Guys, we got a lot of videos coming up for you this week. I love doing this. Isn't this fun? Isn't this great? All right, guys, we appreciate you being here. Stay very, very busy. It may be 90 degrees outside right now, but the reminder is always there that winter is coming. Godspeed, and we'll see you on the next video.